Hi people, it's me, Anja, my pronouns are she and her, and welcome back to my channel for a new recent reads video. November is usually the month of the year where, since there are less new releases coming out, I tend to catch up on other new releases that came out at the beginning of the year or the middle of the year that I DNF'd the first time. So some of these books did come out this month, but some of these books came out in previous months. So anyway, the first book on this list is called Wren Ruins It All. This story is a YA contemporary following a young asexual main character who's trying to abolish his high school's annual Valentine's Day dance. This story is absolutely so excellent and it's so well done. I really enjoyed it. I had really low expectations prior to reading this book just because of the author's debut, Aces Wild, which I read last year. I didn't really enjoy as much as the general consensus, but this book was so good. First of all, I loved Wren as a main character. I love his sass and his sarcasm and his humor and his wit. Like, it was done so well. I love him so much. The friendships are so well done and so lovely. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. The romance is so cute. And it's based on such genuine, chemistry and charm and connection. I just love the two of them so much. This book is really good. The plot is so engaging and so intriguing. The entire story felt very wholesome and very well done. Parts of it were predictable, but I didn't really care because I felt so immersed in the story from the beginning to the end. So anyway, overall, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars, and I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Ink Girls. This story is a middle-grade historical fiction graphic novel following two POC disabled main characters in a Renaissance-inspired setting, and it's about the power of journalism. This story is absolutely so excellent and it's so well done. First of all, the illustrations were so pretty and absolutely so vivid. The plot is so engaging and so intriguing. The mystery was so captivating and so well done. I loved the two main characters so much. As I've said previously, I love reading about marginalized characters in historical fiction settings because so often I read about marginalized characters in contemporary settings, and it's important to remember that marginalized people have existed since the beginning of time and they always will exist. And that's just the power of history and everything. But anyway, I digress. This book is absolutely so amazing and it's so well done, and I really enjoyed it. Everything about it felt so immersive and so well done. I don't remember if I had lower expectations before reading this book, but it was absolutely so excellent. I love the art style. I love everything about it. So anyway, overall, this book was really good, and I rated it 4 out of 5 stars. So I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called The Queer Girl Is Going to Be Okay. This story is a YA contemporary following 3 queer best friends on separate journeys, and it talks about their friendship and their individual romances and queerness and everything. Honestly, this book was on my winter TBR and I had really high expectations for it, but unfortunately, this book missed the mark. And first of all, I thought that there was only going to be one character perspective, but there were 3 character perspectives. And don't get me wrong, all 3 characters are well developed and individually well done. It's just that I was expecting there to be only one character perspective, so I was a little bit surprised with that reveal. Also, I felt like their journeys individually were so separate from each other, but their connection as best friends was solid too. I don't really know if that makes any sense, but I felt like I was reading 3 different stories as opposed to one story contained in one book. So I felt like this story might have been better if it was set in one character's perspective like I had expected it to be. I don't really know if that makes any sense at all. I enjoyed the friendship, I enjoyed the casual queer representation, the plot was intriguing, everything about it was objectively good. It's just that subjectively, there were some things that I wasn't quite expecting. You know what I mean? I don't really know if that makes any sense at all, but basically overall, I rated this story 3 out of 5 stars, so take that as you will. The next book on this list is called Everyone's Thinking It. This story is a YA contemporary following 2 Nigerian cousins who are both caught in a school-wide conspiracy, and this book is also a loose reimagining of A Midsummer's Night Dream if Shakespeare had grown up watching Mean Girls and Dear White People. This story is absolutely so excellent and it's so well done. And honestly, I wasn't expecting it to be at all. I had really low expectations for this book because I actually DNF'd it for the first time when it came out in September, but then I'm so glad I gave it a second chance because it's so good. First of all, the mystery is so captivating and so well done. The two main characters are both so well developed and so distinct. I loved, like, the queerness and that representation. It was done so well. The romance is all so well paced and so good. The mystery is so immersive and so captivating. I thought that I would be intrigued by the mystery alone and then not also be emotionally connected to the characters, but I was. This book is so good, and I just really enjoyed it so much. This book is definitely worth all of its hype and so much more. So anyway, with all that said, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars, and I would definitely highly recommend it. The last book on this list, and certainly not the least, is called Greenwild. This story is a middle-grade fantasy following a young main character who gets swept up in this magical world that she had no idea existed after her mom's disappearance. This story is absolutely so excellent and it's so well done. First of all, the setting was so magical and so immersive. It truly felt like I was swept up into the world of, like, Nevermore meets Pixie Hollow, if that makes any sense. This book is so good. The world building was so excellent and so well done. Like, the characters were so well developed and so distinct. I love the friendships so much. I love the family dynamics. Everything about this story felt so awesome and just so, like, spellbinding and just well done. I just enjoyed it so much. The mystery was so captivating and just so well done. The plot is so intriguing and so engaging. I'm so excited to continue this series and read the sequels. I'm not sure how many sequels are planned, but I'm so excited to continue this series because this book is so well done. I just really enjoyed it. So anyway, with all that said, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars. I would definitely highly recommend it. So in conclusion, November has been a really solid reading month. I've been so satisfied and happy lately with that. So in conclusion, if you enjoy this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the pretzel emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!